to this vlog, and today we are going to prepare Mbuta. In English it is called Nile Perch. Remember, fish is a high protein and Mbuta is known to boost heart health with its high content of omega-3 fatty acids. I am going to use grated tomatoes because I want that thick broth, coriander to garnish, my onions. I have my ginger and garlic ready here. I am going to use just a little garam masala, salt to season, and tomato paste, and just a little royco because we need our young one to enjoy it too, and 1 royco cube. And you will never go wrong with turmeric when it comes to fish. Nile Perch is very nice and meaty and very sweet. Tell me, have you ever tasted? I have started with my onions. I first fry my onions until they are just a little bit golden brown. Then I go in with my garlic and ginger. I like it cooking in onion and oil, just that at first. I stir until I see it is well mixed. Then I go in with my garam masala, really trying to go very minimal on spices because we also want our little one to enjoy this meal as well. Then I use my royco cube because I need it to cook in oil very well before I add anything like water or anything else. Wow, the aroma is already inviting. Smells so nice. You know that aroma of garlic and ginger and onion. Then I go in with my turmeric. Remember, turmeric just a small goes a long way. That's just enough. That's just enough. I just stir. I mix them very well. My ugali water is almost ready. Then I go in with my grated tomatoes. Look, they look so nice, huh? Wow. I mix them very well. You see what tomato does? Whatever was sticking on the pot is now not sticking, and now it's even giving the mixture a very nice aroma. Then I go in with my tomato paste, just a little. As you can see, I just took the small sachet, just a little. Because this fish called Mbuta is just even sweet the way it is, very nice and meaty. Tell me, have you ever taken Mbuta, and how did you like it, or how did you find it? Because this is, I think, my second or third time that I'm having it, and I just love it. I've gone in with salt to season it. I just stir, then I just cover it just for a few minutes so that the spices and the onions and the tomatoes can mix well and get cooked. After it has cooked just for a few minutes and the spices are now cooked, I'm sure they are now cooked, I go in with just a little water and just a little royco as mentioned earlier. Then I just stir, I mix them so well, and you can also taste the salt, so that when it's not enough, you just add it here so that it can mix well and also cook well. Then, because I need the spices now to mix very well with my Mbuta, now I go in with my Mbuta. See how meaty it is. See? Wow. Nice. The one thing with fish, the moment you put it like that, you cannot say you are stirring again. So you just put it like that, and that's why I came in with this serving spoon, and now I just pour the broth on top of the other, on top of all of them, so that the fish can be well covered with the broth. Now then I let it cook for some time, because now I cannot start turning it. Wow, you see, it looks so sweet already. Oh, I tell you, the aroma here, hey, we are all just salivating. I align them very well. I make sure I've also put some broth there. Then I just cover it for some time. I have already started making my ugali. You know, ugali takes such a short time, and it's even almost ready as the food is also cooking. The fish is also cooking, so we are going to have a nice warm dinner. Our mbuta is ready, and now I'm just going to garnish it with coriander, and that's it. The meal is ready. Let us enjoy it. And now it's time to serve the long-awaited meal. I'm going to serve it in these bowls. Wow, you see how meat it is? Look at it. It's so nice. The aroma, and then the fact that I know how it tastes. Mbuta is very sweet. You should just try mbuta. Wow, I had brought 2 serving bowls. I thought I'm going to use all of them, but now I realized even one is enough. Look at it. The broth, just the way I wanted it. So thick, and the spices are very minimal and very sweet. Beautiful, lovely. Wow, look at it. Our meal is finally ready. It looks so nice, and serving it on a plate written "Wonderful Life." Enjoy it very much. We just gifted our body a very nice healthy meal. It slaps. You should try it. This is cassava. I have already peeled it and put salt and water, and it's ready to boil because I want to have it for breakfast this week. Good morning. Today is Monday, and the cassavas that I boiled last evening are here. They've cooled. My sweet potatoes. I'm trying to run away from wheat. You know how wheat can be calling you all the time. And now this is the way I prepare my cassavas, and then I put them in the fridge. There's always that thread in the middle. That is the one you're supposed to remove when they have cooled. You just remove it so nicely. Yes, like that. And then you see that thread. You're not supposed to eat that thread. You remove all of them like that. Then you have already prepared your tins, the ones you're going to put them in the fridge. Then the whole week you are sorted out when it comes to breakfast. Another thread, you see, you just use your knife, or even when you pull it, it will just get out. So it just takes a short time. When they have cooled down, it doesn't take a long time. Now I'm done preparing the cassavas, removing the thread, and my tins are ready. I just pack them there. I just make sure the ones I'm putting in a tin, they are spacious. I'm not going to squeeze them. I just put just good amount, just one serving, because I don't want to remove them in the fridge. Then later on I take them back. I just pack them as per the serving. Now I have cassava and sweet potatoes for breakfast, and I'm sorted out. Tell me, what have you been trying to run away from wheat? Have you succeeded? And if so, what did you do? Because this is what I'm trying to do, trying to run away from wheat, and I'm sorted out. I'll just put them in the fridge. Today I have some gift packages that I'm doing, and I always take my time choosing a card because I understand that a card reflects the relationship between a giver and a receiver. So I always take my time so that I can relay a good message from the giver to the receiver. Look at this. Thank you. You just say thank you in style. Sympathy. Get well. Oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. Just married. Hope you get well. From daddy's little girl. A card is also part of a gift. Yeah, so choose your cards wisely so that you even don't send the wrong signal to the person you're gifting. Just define the relationship you have with this person. Is it a deep love relationship? Is it just a neutral friendship? So you just make everything neutral. If it is a deep love relationship, make it deep, because words speak volume, remember? So always be careful with the kind of a card that you're taking for you to send the right message. Wow, look at this. For a friend, dearest friend. How sweet is that? Very beautiful. Love you forever. They are so, so beautiful. Good morning. Today is another wonderful day. Remember these cassavas I had boiled just the other day and put in the fridge? I am going to air fry them instead of deep frying them. I'm going to have them for breakfast. I'm not going to put any oil or salt because I had put salt when it was boiling. I just put a few minutes. I've put 9 minutes. And then meanwhile, as it is getting ready, I'm going to make some green tea, passion tea, one of my favorite. And I'm just going to put some hot water in my teapot. Make sure that the water is hot so that as you put the tea bags, it is going to steep very well. I think that's enough for me because it's just me who is taking it. I will go, this is not a paid advert, but I like this green tea passion jasmine. I am going to put the tea bag inside for it to steep. I decided, let me go with 2 tea bags so that it can be strong. I just need it to be a bit more strong. It's early in the morning and it's even chilly. I just shake a bit just to make sure the tea bags are well soaked in the hot water. And I decided to add just a little water so that the tea bags can be covered by this hot water very well. And I just close it, put it aside, and I give it some time for it to steep. Meanwhile, I had already squeezed some passion fruit because I'm also going to use some real passion fruits. I have already squeezed it. And I'm going to use my honey. Oh, my honey is almost over. My nice natural honey, it's almost over. We are back, and just after a few minutes, my cassavas are ready. I can switch them off. So I'm just going to take just a little just now, then later I am going to maybe snack. I'm going to have this, that is oranges and banana, you see? And then I'm just going to put just a few. You see the way it looks, They are, I don't know if you can see well. They are just so crunchy on the outside, but inside soft. And I did not put any oil and not even salt because I had already put salt when I was boiling. So let's see. This is just enough for me. The way I'm saying, you see, it is crunchy. I don't know that the light is too much. It is crunchy on the outside, but on the inside it is soft. You see? I don't know that my lighting is too much here. Just a second. You see? Yeah, a bit crunchy like this, soft here on the inside. So that is how it's going to be. You see, beautiful, nice and healthy. So my green tea passion fruit is already here. I had put some two tea bags so that it can steam very well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour it in here. See? And I had already squeezed in some passion fruit. I just put in here. Wow, see. And then I go in with my honey, and my honey is almost over. My nice natural honey. I just go in with 1 teaspoon is enough for me. This is optional. This is optional. I just put it here. See? Sweet. Green tea, passion fruit. So this you can take when it's warm, or you can even put in the fridge and take it when it's cold. Maybe when you're from outside and you need a drink to refresh. So there we go. This is my breakfast. Then later on, I will be snacking on something else. Tell me, have you ever stayed away from wheat? And if it worked, what did you do? Because anyway, I think wheat calls somebody. Kuja tu kidogo. Just come, take a little. It's so hard to stay away from wheat. Tell us if you did try stay away from wheat and it worked. Give us some tips. What did you do? Alright, let me enjoy my green tea passion. Thank you so much for sticking throughout this vlog. This is the end of this vlog. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. And until next video, we say bye.